A phone screen is only a few inches wide, but somehow it can feel louder than a stadium. Every swipe brings a stronger opinion, a brighter color, a stranger headline, a sharper joke, a more dramatic warning. It can feel as if the internet itself has been turned up, like someone is reaching behind reality and twisting the volume knob higher every year. But that feeling is not random, and it is not just in your head. Over time, the online world has been shaped to reward what grabs us fastest, shocks us hardest, and keeps us reacting longest. The real question is not why the internet is noisy. The real question is who taught it to scream. In the early days of the web, speed was part of the appeal, but it was not yet the whole culture. A homepage loaded slowly, a blog post asked for patience, a YouTube video in 2007 might buffer before it played. Then platforms began removing every second of friction. Facebook refined the newsfeed. Twitter compressed public thought into short bursts. Vine arrived in 2013 and proved that 6 seconds could change comedy, music, and attention itself. TikTok later perfected the endless vertical feed, where one emotion could be replaced by another in less than a second. The internet did not simply get faster because technology improved. It got faster because attention became the most valuable product on Earth. Once attention became the prize, intensity became the strategy. Online systems learned that neutral information often loses to emotional information. A calm explanation rarely beats a frightening headline. A balanced opinion rarely beats outrage. A normal day rarely beats a crisis. This is not just about human weakness. It is also about design. Algorithms are trained on signals like watch time, clicks, comments, shares, and replays. If anger keeps people engaged for longer, anger starts to spread. If conflict makes people reply, conflict rises to the top. Over time, the platforms do not need to tell creators to be more extreme. The math does it for them, quietly and constantly, one post at a time. Creators feel that pressure every day, even when nobody says it out loud. A thumbnail has to be brighter, a title has to be bigger, a claim has to be stronger. The first 3 seconds have to hit harder than the last video or the audience is gone. This pressure shapes not only what gets posted but how people think while making it. A travel video becomes a survival challenge. A product review becomes a takedown. A discussion becomes a feud. Even ordinary people learn this rhythm. They begin editing their lives for reaction, choosing the version of a story that sounds the most dramatic, because online drama is not just expression, it is distribution. The result is not only louder content, but a louder emotional climate. When everything is urgent, our brains stop knowing what deserves urgency. A celebrity controversy appears beside a war update, a scam warning, a fitness trend, and a joke, all in the same feed. The tone becomes flattened and extreme at once. Everything asks for maximum response. Everything arrives with the same visual language of alarm. This creates a strange kind of fatigue. People feel overstimulated, but they keep scrolling. They feel exhausted, but they fear missing something. The internet becomes both entertainment and ambient stress, a place where attention is constantly pulled forward, but rarely allowed to settle. This is also why online culture can feel more divided than real life. Most people in daily life speak with nuance, hesitation, and context. But online, subtlety often travels badly. The strongest version of a belief spreads further than the careful version. The sharpest sentence wins over the thoughtful paragraph. During major moments like the 2016 U.S. election, the Cambridge Analytica scandal in 2018, or the flood of misinformation during the COVID-19 era, people saw how digital systems could amplify emotional certainty faster than truth could catch up. The internet did not invent tribal thinking, fear, or exaggeration. It industrialized them, packaged them, and delivered them at algorithmic speed to billions of people. So when the online world feels louder, faster, and more extreme, that feeling is telling you something real. You are living inside an environment built to compete for your nervous system, not just your curiosity. The pace is engineered, the intensity is rewarded, the noise is profitable, and yet that does not mean the story has to end there. Every pause, every unfollow, every long read, every quiet conversation, every choice to think before reacting pushes against the logic of escalation. Maybe the future of the internet will not be decided only by the platforms or the algorithms. Maybe it will also be decided by whether we keep rewarding the things that shout or start making room again for the things that speak DC.